Following Monday night's devastation, Archbishop Lori and Catholic Charities visited churches and communities affected by the riots. I called William McCarthy, the executive director of Baltimore's Catholic Charities, and asked just what they saw.
So as I walked through West Baltimore neighborhoods yesterday morning, it was eerily quiet at first, and the only presence on the streets was primarily police and the National Guard. But as I wandered through the neighborhoods and walked, we began to see people coming out and cleaning up, and more people being together, kind of reflecting on, what had happened the night before and what they wanted to see happen in the city. So yesterday was a real day of calm. Some were understanding of what caused the frustration, particularly in the neighborhood there in Sandtown where Freddie Gray had lived.
So speaking about Freddie Gray's community, they're saying that these riots really do go beyond Freddie Gray's death, just years of frustration of socioeconomic disparities. And if we look at Sandtown, more than half the people, like you said, are unemployed, and nearly 1/3 of the families live in poverty. So Catholic Charities has an emphasis on alleviating poverty. What are some of the steps you guys plan to take?
Priority one is keeping our meals programs open, our employment services open, our school supporter services open, and obviously our Head Start services. And when our Head Start sites are closed, access to meals and healthy food are diminished or denied. So pantry and that kind of service would be needed. Obviously our case management services for people that are in need of assistance as a result of being displaced as a result of what has happened. So we're really stepping up our engagement there as well.
You said Catholic leaders and clergy met yesterday. You were among them to discuss how the church can better respond to the needs of the community. What was discussed, and what can we really expect?
Others wanted to make sure that we had prayer services and that our churches were open for healing and to gather to bring people in. There was an expressive concern or a need for programs for youth in the community and more access of how we attract youth for constructive activities after school.
Right. Okay. So now Archbishop Lori said yesterday, with God, a broken city can heal.
That's exactly right. I believe that it's a combination of certainly prayer, having faith. It's acting as if everything depended on us, but obviously trusting as if everything was in God's hands. And it's the faith community coming together along with other community providers to really make a difference.